3, 2, 1, let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time, it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. I was in this short and I was down quite a bit when it did this number. And then it did this number. So liquidation, like literally liquidation, was like up here. Very high leverage. And I just closed it. I got saved. Man, did I get saved. I thought for sure I was going to get liquidated just because it turned really quick and everything else. All right, guys, let's go and get started. My name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition, where you don't need to be in a trade all the time. And when you do want to get in trade, if you know how to trade, well, then you could get scared and almost get liquidated, or just not be in a trade. So give you a heads up. All right, guys, let's see here. Man, I was literally closing that trade as we were setting up. So let me just make sure everything's good. Oh, and yeah, forgot this part. Let's see here. Where am I at? All right. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Let me know. Let me know. If not, we'll go through our same stuff that we normally do, where we go over pretty much, you know, the market just really quick, Bitcoin, then also coins that you're looking at, whether they're long-term or just swing trades. But right now, it's not a good time to trade. Like if you're just doing regular spot trades, it's not a good time to trade. If you're just getting in and out within, depending on your leverage, a few minutes to a few hours, then I wouldn't trade longer than a day, really. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. All right, moving on. Let me bring this out here. Getting set up. Yeah, I was on one of my buddies. Well, I was watching one of my buddies' live streams, and what you want? He was doing it for another session. I was like, oh man, I gotta go. Really good dude. Of course, his name is Road Dog. Road Dog's really good. I like his TA, like his thought process, and that's one thing you want. You want to get with other people. Joe, you're starting with story time already, but it's true though. Like you want to find good people and kind of see their thought process, see what they do. It's definitely not the same as what I do, but you may like it more, or you may find bits and pieces that you like that you could implement along with my stuff or somebody else's, and then make it your own. So it's very important, you know, always do that. Always do that. All right, let's see here. Let us, oh, this is funny. So S says, Joe, how are you? Can you explain how we manage risk on a trade? Yes, only, and I'll go more into this in a little bit, but right now I'm just kind of being funny, in my opinion, because the leverage I was using was very, very high risk. However, it's money I can afford to lose. Am I rich? No. But the money that I put in, like, I can lose it. Do I want to? Definitely not. Now, granted, even though it went down so much, I still lost $10 due to the amount of leverage I was using, and I closed out half to see at a loss, and then I left the other half run to see if maybe it was going to come down. If so, then because I was doing a short. If so, then great. Then I'm in profit, which would offset the amount of loss I had. But if it went up, well, then it's only that portion that I'm going to be losing more of. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm still losing a lot of money if both of them hit the stop losses. But this one hit the stop. Well, I closed out one of them because it just wasn't looking good. And then I got saved. And then, of course, it came down. But yeah, I'll answer that more in just a moment in reference to, but it really does come down to how much you're willing to lose. But I'll go over that in a little bit. But great question. Yeah, guys, ask me questions like that. That is a really good question. That question, just any question you have, you know, what's the difference between EMAs, SMAs? Which do you prefer? Why? Do you use the Bollinger Bands? If not, why? Joe, like divergence. Like, I don't understand what, you know, why you don't use them. Any question. Anyway. So here we do have all the bubbles bunched off to the side. Let's go ahead and click here and let's be like Iron Man or whoever. So we have already up almost 9%. We have Bonk down 6.5%. We have Crow up 3%. We have Floki down. We have ups. We have downs. We have ups. It's a mixed market. It really is. It is a mixed market. So how do you trade this? Well, support, resistance, and look at Bitcoin. Now, some of these coins, even though Bitcoin may be going down, some of these coins are going up. Or Bitcoin can be going sideways and some of these coins are going up. Or Bitcoin could be going up and some of these coins be going up. So always treat your coin for what your coin is. So what I mean by that is if your coin is finding support and starting to make higher highs while Bitcoin is doing whatever, your coin's doing good. So trade your coin. Now, if Bitcoin starts to dump and your coin also starts to dump, well, then more than likely, just make sure you have your stop loss, maybe even move it up a little bit, Make sure it's underneath support. Don't panic sell because the price action could find support on that level and then bounce up while Bitcoin is still coming down. All right. So we went over the bubbles. Thank you, Bubbles. Appreciate you. You did your work. All right. I was like, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a bingo and a bango. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Let's see here. Let's go over Bitcoin. So Bitcoin on the, so what I'm using is I'm using this. Okay. What I do, guys, is I have a system already, and my system works very fine. However, I recently got turned on to different indicators, and you know me, I don't like indicators because they really don't help. However, this one, I'm actually back testing it as we speak. I'm watching, like, I've done at least maybe 10 hours of videos, and now I have to back test. There's still like 30 more hours of videos that I have to watch for these indicators, minimum. And then on top of that, I have to test them for at least 50 hours, you know, doing the replay button, actually doing live trades for at least 50 hours. And once I get all that squared away, of course, this I will be giving to the VIP members, and then later to the YouTube members. Now, Joe, why don't you give them out at both at the same time? Well, I have to give something to the VIP members sooner than the YouTube members. It's only fair. It's only fair. But not to worry, not to worry. Everybody here on YouTube will also learn what I'm learning. Now, will you make money, or rather, because again, nothing on this channel is financial advice. It's all for entertainment purposes. Can you make money just doing the system that we have now? Yes, definitely. We've been making money, been very successful. In addition to that, you always want to sharpen your skills. So I reached out to a few people and asked them what they were using. They let me know. I let them know that I'm not, you know, I don't like indicators. They told me what these indicators do. I said, okay. So now I'm doing research and I'm putting a lot of work in, guys. Hey, there's TradeFly. Uh-oh. Yeah. Welcome to the world of indicators. I don't like them, man. I don't like them. Yes, daddy like money. Daddy like money. Yeah, but this is my buddy right here, TradeFly. So we're going to be in a competition, and this is going to be on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Trading Wars. Of course, I'll bring up that image once again. And TradeFly was the last champion. He had a championship belt, the whole nine, jumped off the top buckle of the ring. It was crazy. A cage match, the whole thing. Dude's a beast. Dude is a beast. And I'm gonna be going against him and everybody else. And of course, you know, Crypto Face is there and everybody else. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Pretty cool. So right now, just, you know, pretty much looking at indicators, seeing what they do, how they do them. And I'm kind of liking it. Now, granted, I still have a lot more research to do, but once I see how they work and how to use them, then of course I'll let y'all know. But I have to do what I preach, I do. So I'm always telling y'all, you know, watch videos, take notes. That's what I'm doing now. Like I said, I have 10 hours right now watching videos and taking notes. And I have a lot more, you know, 30 more hours. And then to actually implement it, easy 50 hours. Back testing plus live trading. Because these dots, they'll be green, but in the actual trade, they'll go away. So this is one thing that I don't like about indicators, is you can go and say, oh, well, right here, we had divergence, or we had a green dot print, or we had a green plus, or we had a whatever. But it already happened. This is literally a picture of what happened. It's not a painting. As the painter is painting, it's changing. You know, you have a clear canvas and they're painting the scenery or whatever, and then they're painting an extra leaf, they're painting, you know, an extra reflection. It's in the process of being a picture. This is a snapshot of what already happened. And you'll see all these mentors, long wick reversal, long wick reversal. But it's not a long wick reversal until after the fact. And I mentioned this multiple times, where you'll get something like this, but the price action actually does this. And you'll see it too, even though this wick may be super long. Oh my gosh, super long, super long, super long, super long, a whole bunch of them. But then you have this. Your mentor will not mention long wick reversal. They won't mention that because price action's way up here. They won't even look at this. And this is what I teach you guys. I teach you in the moment of the trade. Like, we are literally painters. Like, we are painting on the canvas, as opposed to these other mentors where they're showing you a picture of what happened. So I'll give you a heads up. See here. TradeFly says, you're spot on. I turned the dots off. I kind of like the dots. I'm not going to lie. But sometimes the dot will print, and I'll go in knowing that, you know, it's going to reprint, or it can always change. And then it goes the other way. It's like, dang it. And then it'll turn on again. It's like, all right, good. And then it'll turn off. It's like, dang it. Then it'll turn on again. And then the time will finish. And then now it's printed. I was like, okay, good. Please don't do it. And then they'll print a different one. It's like, dang it. But, of course, you know, I'm implementing it with my other stuff that I do, you know, support resistance, all that other fun stuff. But same thing with divergence. Man, there have been a lot of divergence lately this past, week and a half, 2 weeks, where it's bearish divergence. No, bullish divergence. It's bullish divergence, but it's underneath resistance. And it's like, nope, we're not entering now, because even though it's bullish divergence, I mean, there's a really strong possibility that it's going to keep on coming down. And sure enough, like, the divergence isn't divergence until after the fact, until it makes this pivot, has a couple candles that have already printed and closed. Then you can see, okay, this is a pivot. Okay, we have divergence and it's playing out, but it doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter. I'm telling you right now, back test it. Don't ever trust me. Back test this. Daily divergence does not mean that it's going to give you a 40% move. And a 15-minute divergence doesn't mean it's going to give you a 3% move. I've had divergence on a 15-minute time frame that did 25-30%. I've had daily time frames on divergence where it gave 30%, you know, sometimes even less than the 15-minute. So just to let you know, just because you're on the higher time frame, and all these mentors, they're going to tell you higher time frame equals bigger moves. Don't trust me, verify. Back test. Don't look for what you want to see. Look for every single time there was divergence. Look for every single time there was a long wick. Look every single time there was whatever you're trying to identify. So here, long wick reversal. Yeah, it worked. Long wick reversal. Yeah, it worked. But what you want to do is you want to see the ones that where there's a long wick reversal and it didn't work. Because what that's going to do, it's going to reduce the likelihood of you having a bias on seeing, hey, there's a long wick and it's going to go up. I've seen it many times. Example, perfect. Look at this. Long wick and a huge drop too. Huge drop, nice wick, long wick reversal. Not only that, but you had a nice drop. So you have a much higher possibility that it might bounce. Then you have another long wick. Looking good, looking strong, buying pressure. What happened? It met resistance. Met resistance somewhere around here. Met resistance and then came down. But your mentor will not say, long wick reversal, guys. Look at this, long wick reversal. No, what they'll do is they'll point out all the ones that worked. Same thing with anything that they show you. They're only going to show you what they want you to see. And not only that, but they may only see that. So I'll give you a heads up. All right. Let's go through some of the chat. Let's go through some of the chats. Let's see here. Chicago Brew says, Joe's back on regular time. Well, I tell you what. Yesterday, I was running late because I told you that I had just gotten back. I got back from Snoozeville. Ended up taking a 2-hour nap that turned into 4 hours. That's because I was up all night. Same thing last night. I was up all night, and right around 2:20, I'm at the computer, doing work, whatever, and I was like, whoa, not gonna do that. Like I literally, whoa. So nope. I can't be late again. I was late. I visited Snoozeville twice this week. Can't have that happening. So I stayed up. So I'm here. All right. And give you a heads up, I will pass a drug test. A lot of people say, oh, Joe, what do you do to stay up? Well, I did want to go to sleep, but I didn't want to be late. All right. Moving on. Let's see what else we got here. Right now I'm going through the chat. Really quick, guys. Going to catch up with the chat. Let's see here. TradeFly says, you're gonna do great, my dude. Well, I want to tell you something, but it's gonna be on Monday. I'm pretty excited too. I'm very excited. See here, Lenny Kid says, rocking with the best. Appreciate you, man. See here, Lenny Kid says, I never got my head around Market Cipher B. Someday maybe. That's what I'm doing, man. Like, I'm literally doing out. Like, so far I have 10 hours of watching videos and taking notes. But that's what I do. And I still have, like I mentioned earlier, like at least 30 more hours of videos and taking notes, and then 50 hours minimum of back testing and everything else, so I can show my people in the group, like how to use this, and what works, what didn't work, and just any kind of techniques that either I saw somebody do or somebody taught, or what I'm using. So just kind of give you a heads up. That's the benefit of being in the group, really. Like, I've done all the work for you. Now, granted, I do want you to do some work, which is watching my videos that are 3, 4, 5 minutes long, on average 4 minutes, in the VIP group. I put in all the work. I make these videos super short for you, very easy to understand. You're literally doing yourself a disservice if you're in the group and you're not watching these videos. Not only that, but the thought process videos that I also have in reference to the market, in reference to chart setups, in reference to people who are posting charts. I do a review on the chart. I draw on the chart so that you can see my thought process in the moment of the thought process. And I have those videos there too. So very important. Okay, moving on. TradeFly says, they lag and they reprint. Yeah. Market Cipher is great for finding a trend in the momentum. And that's what I am. I'm a momentum trader. I love momentum trading. I don't trade patterns. I see them, but I'm a momentum trader and I love it. All right. Let's see here. Lenny Kid says 3 to 4 divergences in a row. Backtest that one bullish divergence. 3 to 4 divergences in a row. Backtest that one bullish. I don't no idea what you're saying. Let's see here. So there's another question. So we're gonna get to your questions in just a moment. And I love your questions. I can never say your name. Sarah. Let me know if I said it right. Sarah. I'll probably forget how to say it though. So all right, moving on. Let's go here to Bitcoin. Let's do Bitcoin. All right, man. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you greatly. And just a real quick thing, TradeFly is going to start doing a nightly show. Of course, once we get more information, I'll give you the information, but I think the first official day is going to be on Wednesday at, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This dude, he's really good. He's really good. I love watching his TA and just real smart dude. All right. But, all right, TradeFly. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It's Crypto Nightcap. Nice name, too. Sarah. Just add J at last. So just Sarah. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I hate saying names wrong. Don't know how to read names, but I do know how to read. No. Don't know how to read either. All right, guys. So if you want to join the group, of course, we do have the paid group. It is on Patreon if you want to do credit card or debit card. If you want to do if you want to do crypto, then you can reach out to me on Telegram, It's the very first link in my link tree, and I'm actually going to pin that one. It's in the link tree, and then of course, I'll let you know. I'll let you know as far as the pricing goes. You do save money doing with crypto, so I'll give you a heads up. See, no worries, man. You can call me whatever you want. You're the boss. You're funny. So, oh, I just forgot how to say it. I'll still call you S. It's just easier for me. All right. So here we go. So looking at Bitcoin. Looking at Bitcoin. Right now we are on the 4-hour time frame, and it's just doing nothing. It's just being boring. You know, we had this level here. It did break out. Then it came right back in. Then it broke out again, creating a lower high. Then it came back in. Then it came back, and now it's creating another lower high. So what it's doing is actually showing, first it was showing strength. You see, like these trend lines. These aren't going to be perfect. Perfect. Well, actually, we can make them perfect. Okay. And do it here. So with trend lines, they are subjective. Some people may put them on the candle bodies, some candle wicks. Sometimes people don't go through the candle bodies or the wicks, but I normally go where there's more touches. For this one, it's not a, and it's so funny too. Man, I watch these YouTubers and they'll call this, what can they call this? They can call this, they can call this an M pattern, because we have this right here, which it's not an M pattern because it broke up. Or they will call this a triple top here, here, and here. Or they will call this a head and shoulders. I've seen them call stuff like this head and shoulders. We have a shoulder, we have a head, and then we have the other shoulder. What? How bad are you squinting your eyes? I'm squinting my eyes, shaking my head, tilting my head. How do you see a head and shoulders in this? Anyway, so basically what I do, trend lines. And if it breaks below the trend line, okay, cool. It lost its support. If it breaks above, okay, fine. It's now finding support off of the resistance it just broke out of. For this one, let's see here. What do we see? Price action right now on the 4-hour time frame is above the 9 SMA and the 30 SMA and the 50 SMA. So it was showing strength, but it's been creating more than likely a lower high. And more than likely it's going to break this trend line. And then more than likely, you know, we do have, so every level is support. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Look how beautiful this is, where it stopped right here. I'm using these kind of bodies. Y'all see that? Man. It's beautiful. So if it does break down, you know, more than likely, it'll come to about this area. You know, it's a zone from this kind of body close to this kind of body close. It's, you know, this roughly this zone. And then, you know, if you put on the, I already forgot what the tool's called. But if you put on indicators to show order blocks or anything else like that, you know, you'll see these on higher time frames. But what we do is we trade support resistance. Here, we have a very high possibility it's going to break through this level, come down here. For me, I wouldn't worry about making money right now as far as shorts or longs or nothing like that. And the reason I say that is because, you know, we could have it break down. Right now, it's very risky. It really is. It can do this number, break down, then you're like, oh, it broke this level, which is this level right here. Let me open it shorts. Then it does this, and then it comes back down. And you're like, oh, awesome. Let me add to my shorts. We have a bearish retest. Then it does this. It breaks the level of most recent support, and you add again to your short. And then, out of the blue, boom, liquidation city. Liquidation city. Population, not me. I was almost there. But send me a postcard, because I don't want to be there. I don't want to. And then you might come in here, and now you're thinking, okay, now I'm long. And then it comes down, and down now here. And now you get liquidated or stopped out. Then it comes back up. So right now is not a great time. Right now, if I were you, I would definitely watch these videos that I have on YouTube. Like, you can watch this stuff for free. I have a lot of people that message me. A lot of people that message me in reference to joining the group. And, you know, they'll let me know. It's like, man, Joe, like, I was in another group. I got ripped off. I have really no money to trade. I like literally have $100. You know, would you accept the $100 to, you know, at least join your group? I said, listen, man. I said, save that 100. You can get all the information on YouTube. Like, literally watch these live streams. I show you how to trade. I show you my thought process. Not only that, but watch these YouTube shorts. These YouTube shorts show you how to trade. Not only that, I also have another different playlist besides the shorts. I have another playlist called Learn How to Trade or How to Trade. I show you everything, guys. Like, you don't, and it's funny that I say this because, like, do I want you to join? Yes, of course. But you don't have to join my VIP. You can get all this for free. Now, if you want to learn faster, like really faster or much faster, you join the group. Not only that, but we have stuff where if you want, I can review your charts. If you have questions, you make sure to tag me. Either I'll answer you or one of my admins will. Like, it's a really nice, strong community, and everybody's here for you. Like, we will make sure that you are successful. And of course, we have videos, and we have screen shares, and we have all that stuff. But the main thing is the thought process. And if you join the group, well, then you just learn that much faster. Like, it's going to happen, guys. And it's going to happen quicker than you think. So if you, I always say this to everybody, invest in yourself before you invest in the market. I mean, it's so true. Whether it's watching videos, like that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm learning new skills to add to my toolbox. That's what I'm doing. Stuff that I do already works, but I'm adding stuff to it. And so I'm putting in the work, watching videos, taking notes, and right now is the best time to do it. Don't be in trades. All right. With that being said, I will be answering some questions. Oh yeah, Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, no, we finished with Bitcoin. All right, so let's answer some of these questions. Let's see here. Oh man, is the music too loud? Dang it. Let me know, guys. Is the music too loud? Please let me know. And if the music is ever too loud, let me know, please, because I adjusted. No, you probably don't even hear it. No, you probably don't even hear it. See, Crypto King says, loving the intro music. Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Jono says, a Bitcoin just broke that 56K support level at the moment. Yeah, so we have a level right here, right at 56.6. So this is our level that we're looking at. We also have this one up here, 58.2. And this is a small little zone that we're looking at. So here, Crypto King says, my candy bags need filling up. Yes. Yes, indeed. I can barely hear it. Okay, cool. So I turned it up just a tad. But it was up. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's dumb. I just remembered. Let's see here. Let's see here. Crypto King says, Jono, come in, Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. So let's look at Bitcoin dominance really quick. Bitcoin dominance is at 54.45. It doesn't move. We needed it to come down. We kind of drew this, kind of like a, basically what this is showing is just losing support. You know, we have a low, higher low, higher low, eventually a lower low, lower low, and just losing its strength, losing the momentum. We need it to come down, because when it comes down to around, shoot, man, 47, because this is the dominance Bitcoin has over the entire market. When the dominance that Bitcoin holds reduces, that means the alts are taking up the dominance pie. So Bitcoin dominance reduces, the altcoin dominance increases, and that is really good. So like, we want this to come down 47, 46, 40, 38. Oh my gosh. Because when Bitcoin dominance goes down and Bitcoin goes up because people are buying Bitcoin, people are bullish, they're FOMOing. And people are also buying alts because when Bitcoin does well, normally the alts do well as well. As well squared. So with that being said, this is when there is alt season. Now, this alt season is not going to happen until 2025. Yes, I did have to make sure that I was in the correct year. However, you will have alts performing well because when Bitcoin does nice, then the alts also play nice. But you're going to see that, guys, in 2025. It's gonna be crazy. Now, what you want to do, if you want to invest, if you want to have the investor mindset, buy now. Buy now, hold it. Doesn't matter if it goes down 20, 30, 40%, because you can always add to those bags when and if that time comes. Instead of not buying now, and let's just say the market takes off tomorrow, today, and it jumps up 50, 70, 80%. And now you're like, crap, man, I really like this coin. All right, fine, I'm gonna buy it. And you're buying it at a much, much higher price than what you can get it for right now. Nobody knows when the market's going to take off. Nobody knows. Just know this, though. Every day we get closer and closer. Man, that's a good thing. Oh, man, I'm excited. All right. Let's see here. Crypto Candy says, you skipped the diaper cleaning in that trade. You skipped the diaper cleaning in that trade. I don't know what that means. All right, so, oh wait, there was a question. So, Sarah says, Joe, how are you? Can you explain how we manage risk on a trade? Okay, so great question. How do you manage risk on a trade? Very simple. You have to have a plan. The plan includes an entry and an exit, which would be your targets, or a stop. And so that includes your targets, and of course, your stop loss. Now, with the stop loss, it's very important. You must put the stop loss with whatever amount you can afford to lose. Let's say you put your stop loss at 10% because everybody else does 10%. But you're putting in way more money than somebody else that posted the chart. Say they're only posting or putting $100 in, but you're putting in 100. And I'll start over. Let's say the person posting the chart is only trading with the $100 and they're able to do a 10% stop loss. However, you are trading with $100,000 and that 10% is too much money to lose. Well, in your case, whatever you feel comfortable with losing, that's where you put your stop loss. So whenever you're going to enter a trade, you always have to know how much money you could possibly lose so that if you do lose it, it doesn't affect you mentally or emotionally. Just understand that it will affect you financially, but it's not going to affect you to the point to where you get sick, you stress out about it, you're unable to pay your mortgage or your rent or your car payment or your student loans or what have you. You are already prepared to lose this money anytime you enter a trade. Now let's say you are going to enter this trade and you put your stop loss and it's way too much. You can't afford to lose that much money. Two things. One, you could either reduce the amount of stop loss you have or reduce the amount of entry that you're putting into that coin. So instead of putting 100,000, let's say you put in 5,000. Now you can have a stop loss of 10, 15, 20%. Once again, whatever you're comfortable with losing. And that's how you actually have your risk management. It's whatever you can afford to lose. And not only that, but it also depends on your risk tolerance. You know, you may be a higher risk trader than me. My stop loss, let's say it's at 15%, but maybe your stop loss is 25% because you get paid daily or you get paid weekly or you get bonuses or, whatever the case is, your financial status is different than the next person. So it all depends on you. It really does. Hopefully that answers your question. If you need more clarification, let me know in the comments. If that did help, let me know also in the comments. Okay, moving on. See here, Joe, can we have an overview of the VWAP indicator? I see a few people swear by it. Man, I used to do the VWAP. It's actually, it might even be on one of my favorites. I used it long time ago. It's an average. VWAP. Y'all see it here? VWAP. Forget what it stands for, to tell you the truth. So let's put it in here. I used to have it VWAP. So it's the volume weighted average price. And I guess I'll do this one from TradingView. Sorrel says, yes, Joe, it was clear. Okay, good. I used to have all these. Once I heard about the VWAP, I had the VWAP, I had the RSI VWAP, I had the MACD VWAP. But I didn't find it effective. For me, anyway. So let us, well, I'm not gonna put it on this chart. Let us go to, let's do the shorter, what was that? I would have made so much money. I think I got out here. This was where I was hoping it would go. And when it did this number, man, I freaked out. And I said, let me just sell half in case it comes all the way up and I, gets closer to my liquidation. Ah, man. Oh, well. But I only lost $10. So it's better than losing a lot more than that, because I was going to lose a lot more than that. Let's see here. So we'll use this one. Let's go to the indicator. Let's go to VWAP. This is the volume weighted average price. And let's turn this off. So we have the VWAP right there. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. And let's go into the settings. I don't like the band fill. Okay, so I just took that. Okay. So this, in my opinion, it's kind of like a moving average, but it's not though. So one thing that I always recommend is going to pre-search. If you're not using pre-search, then you are searching for free instead of getting paid to search. I get paid to search. These are my tokens. So what I do, and that's crypto. That's crypto. The link is in the description. If you sign up through the link, of course, you get coins just for signing up, and I get coins for referring you. All right. So a VWAP, Investopedia. Okay. So here's the VWAP definition. Blah blah blah, and then they give you a video too. It's not a short video. I think like a minute 30 seconds. So it basically tells you what it is, but you come over here. Key takeaways. The VWAP appears as a single line on the intraday charts. So basically your chart. It looks similar to a moving average line, but it's smoother. The VWAP represents a view of price action throughout a single day's trading session. Retail and professional traders may use the VWAP to help them determine intraday trading price trends. The VWAP is a trading benchmark that typically is most useful to short-term traders. So it's the volume weighted average price. Let's see here. And then of course they're going to give you the formula of how they do it. So just kind of give you a heads up. So this is not a moving average. A moving average is the the average of the candle body closes. So that's what the moving average is. This one, it's the price and the volume divided by the cumulative volume. So volume again, pretty much. So it's the price and the volume. So it's different, but again, this shows you an average. So what it's really doing, if it's above the level, it's good. If it's below the level, not so good. That's pretty much what it is. Let's go back to the settings. So of course, you have an upper band, lower band. Most people don't like using the upper and lower bands. This is kind of like the Bollinger Bands, I guess. Most people don't like using the bands, so they'll actually take these off and then only have the VWAP. The inputs, you can have this stuff if you like. I normally I used to just have mine on the settings, and then you can also change this over here. So it's a little drop down. You can't see it. There's a little drop down right here. So the time frame, instead of the chart, let's say you want the daily VWAP. Well, then you can go to the daily. So no matter what time frame you're on, you'll always show the daily VWAP. So give you a heads up on that. Right now I still have it on chart. Just click the OK. So now this is only showing me the VWAP. Oh, well, you can do whatever time frame you want too. Let's see, review chart. And then here is my VWAP. So me personally, I mean, I don't use it. There's also a VWAP that goes down here too. I mean, there's a lot of VWAP. So what I would do is, you know, go ahead and put VWAP, and then there's so many, and there's literally so many VWAP. I'm surprised I don't have one of these flagged. But let's say you click on this one, and let's say RSI indicator. Let's say you do, and I used to use this one too. Forget what this is, ATR, but I used to use that one too. MACD. And again, depending on what your level of subscription, depends on how many indicators you can have. Let's see here. I mean, you can just click on one and then see what it does, see how you like it, and then, but you need to know what it is though. So it's the cumulative typical price times the volume divided by the volume, or cumulative volume. So it's the price times the volume divided by the volume, and that's what that is. For me, it's like so what it's doing is it's dealing with the amount of volume. But as I mentioned before, like the volume can always change, so it wasn't beneficial to me and how I trade. Okay, moving on. So here's one. It has an upper and a lower band, kind of like the RSI, and then showing this. And then you can just kind of, I don't remember about this stuff though. It was literally like 3-4 years ago. I don't use them. You can if you want. I don't. And you have this right here. Ooh, and this is on the 4-hour time frame. Usually on the larger time frames, you get fewer calls. Here you have long, no wait, short, no long, no short, no long, short, no long it, no short. Hey guys, look at, use my indicator because we called it a short right here, and look, what about this? So is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Yep. So I would not use the VWAP strategy one because it's trash. See here. View up sessions. I don't know what that is. But what you can do is just click on these and see what they do. But I don't use it. I would rather use the candle body closes, because what that's going to do is going to tell me the momentum, not so much the volume. Because the volume, again, it can always change. You can have low volume but increasing price. That just means fewer people were buying at a higher price. Okay. We got a few more minutes, guys. We got a few more minutes. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. If it did, great. If not, just know that it's price and volume together. It's doing like an average of that. Okay. Let's see here. See, Sorrel says, how can we know if the support resistance is valid? Is there any number of taps required? And what should be the time frame? Can you please explain this? Any chart? Thanks. Yeah, definitely. Once again, I love these questions. These are great questions. So first of all, how do you know support resistance is valid? The more touches you have, the greater the support resistance. Throughout the entire chart is nothing but support resistance. This is why I say what you want to do is reduce all this noise, go to a higher time frame, preferably depending on how long you're going to hold the trade. If this is going to be a very long-term trade, like over a year, what you could do is go to the weekly time frame, find your support resistance. How do you do that? You look for the pivots where the price action changes. This is also known as a swing. So it came down here, it stopped. You make sure your magnitude is on. You go to your bar, your line, your horizontal line. I have these starred, so they're down here. Then it snaps in place on the candle body closes. This is a pivot. So the more touches you have, the stronger this level is. I like doing the daily because I trade on the 4 hour. If you are doing longer term, then of course you would go on a higher time frame, just because it'll give you less ups and downs or pivots. Then the next part of the question was, does it require a number of taps? No, but the more support resistance, the more times it bounces, the stronger it is. So let's say we have a level right here, and then we have another level right here, but this one, it has this right here as a bounce. It has these candle body closes and this. It has this. Actually, I would use this one. And then it has more that are doing this. So we have all these that bounced off of this level versus this one. Even though this is the lowest one, this up here is the strongest one. And when I say one, I'm referring to support resistance level. So hopefully that makes sense. Even though this was the deepest pivot, this right here was the most touches. Now what you could do, and what I would personally do, is I would actually create a zone. I would create a zone because this level and this level is very close. And then of course, since the price action's underneath it, I would actually put this one as red. And I'll just do red. So this would be my resistance zone. So that's what I would do there. Let's see here. Explain any chart and what time frame. Okay, all right. So that one was answered, say within a minute. So that one was pretty good. Great question, man. I love these questions. Love these questions. All right, there we go. Oh, I forgot to look at the chat. Okay, let's see here. Next question is, Sarah says, how can we find that? Oh no, wait, we just deja vu. See here. See, Sarah says, no worries, man. You can call me whoever you. Okay, we did that already too. Did we do all the questions already? Going down the list. All right, so we did all the questions. So I do thank you guys for everybody who is in here that has the bingo bango membership emoji. Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. That's going to be it for today, guys. We did our hour of free mentorship. I absolutely love the questions today. Great questions, by the way. We will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do thank you very much. Oh, before I go, I want to do story time. Who's in here? Put a 1 in the chat. Who's in here? I want to do story time really quick. All right, so let's clear this. Story time, not story time. Pillow talk. Ready? Pillow talk.
Pillow talk is spilling all your secrets, sounding like a little girl.
Sounding like a little girl, telling all my secrets. All right. So update. So remember yesterday when I mentioned that somebody had reached out to me, even though they were already in the free group, you know, that their time had already expired, and it's been like 3 months or 4 months since the last time they were in the group, and they were asking for the free group again. I said, no, man, sorry, you know, it's closed right now. And he's like, man, you know, the least you can do is open it up for a few of us, you know, that's kind of shady, and, you know, and no, not being grateful or anything. So we talked about this yesterday. So I what did he say? You know, I let him know. It's like, hey man, like that's not cool, dude. Like, you know, I gave it to you for free, etc., etc. You know, if you would have approached it a different way, it would have been cool. But you know, you're like pretty much demanding it. And then he comes back to me, but I did it really nice and everything like that. I said it really nice. And he came back to me and he starts, you know, insulting me like bad. And so I let him know in a voice message. I said, hey man, just to let you know, you're banned. Matter of fact, you're banned for life. If you try to pay me, I'll give you back your money. Like, I don't want you in my group. You know, good luck. And again, I'm saying all this really nice and everything. Not the voice that I'm using now, because I have to talk loud for the mic. But really nice, calm, cool, collected, the whole nine. So then I let him know that he's banned. And he's like, ooh, I'm banned. Like, I really need your group and this and that. You know, I hope your mom gets cancer. Oh, I hope your mom dies with cancer. I forget what he said. Something about mom and cancer. And I was like, really, man? So then I replied to him, doing what I do. I said, listen, man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I said, you know, you're right. You know, I'm sorry. I do have a free group and it has a different link. So let me know when you're ready and I'll send you the link. Within a few minutes, he says, okay, I'm ready. Did I open it? No, I opened it. I opened the message. He goes, okay, I'm ready. And I was going to reply to him. I said, no, not going to reply to him. So then a couple of hours later, he was like, what happened? Where's the link? Where's the link? That one I haven't opened yet. But isn't that funny? Like how dumb and gullible and like desperate do you think I am to have you as a free member for the group, for me to help you out after you not only insulted me, but said something about my mom and hope she gets cancer or something like that. Like, how dumb is that? So that's the pillow talk for today. That is the update, just to let you know that this guy is on his toes, just waiting for that link for the free group. Now, granted, the free group is not open. I might open in a few months, just depending. It's a lot of work, you know, running the free group. But just to let you know, we do have the VIP. So if you want to join it. If you don't, get the information here for free. It's just going to take you longer. But I just think it's so funny. Like within minutes, okay, I'm ready. I'm not going to send you the link. Silly rabbit. All right. Now that's it. I do thank you guys so much. You have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. And that's my pillow talk. Because, well, you know, it's just fun. All right. The awkward looking down. 3, 2, 1. My name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition. And we will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, guys, take time to invest in yourself. when the market's not great, don't force trades. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Whoa. Hey, why does that always play?
They still trying to figure it out. I got a life, no time for this fight. Seems like you're out of loop. Maybe quit YouTube.
Quit YouTube?
Pillow talking, spilling all your secrets. Sounding like a little girl. Pushing 50, still ain't crypto rich. Probably living.
Pushing 50?
You a shit trader. Just face it. You a shit trader. Just face it. You a shit trader. Just face it. Obsessed with others' lives. Why you need the spotlight? Wasting my time. I shouldn't give you advice. Still trying to figure it out. I got a life, no time for this fight. Seems like you're out of loop. Maybe quit YouTube.
Quit YouTube?
Pillow talking, spilling all your secrets. Sounding like a little girl. Pushing 50, still ain't crypto rich. Probably living in some basement. Just face it. You a shit trader. Just face it. You a shit trader. Just face it. You a shit trader. Just face it.
All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Maestro, play some music.